That may have been the worst grind I've ever experienced in this game, but ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Big Tuna, the cat on top of the cat tree decoration. What the heck is up, Big Tuna? How are you doing? And this might just be the rarest item in Last Day on Earth. How do you unlock such a beautiful thing? Well, during the winter event, they had these co-op tournaments going on, and you literally had to end up at the very top of the tournament in order to get the cat tree, a house for your fluffy friend. The cat will be willing to bring you useful items if you feed it some fish. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention, this cat is a glorified arms dealer? Look at this. Look at this, look at the rewards that this cat can bring to you. I already went ahead and cashed in a level 4 and I 18.18% chance ended up getting the lieutenant card. So literally all that I had to do was turn in fish. Here you guys can actually see the entire pricing scale, essentially how many points you get per fish. And you know what? I have a lot of freaking leftover fish because there's not a lot of things to do with fish outside of cooking some occasional dishes for buffs. But now, with this unlocked, I can literally just... Ka-chow! Look at that, 320 points. So I've already unlocked the level 2 reward. If we go over here, honestly, not that great in my opinion. I think minimum level 3, actually level 3 might be the sweet spot in terms of bang for your buck, because you get a chance at an AK, extremely rare weapon mod blueprints, very useful things like engine parts, copper bars, even the machete's solid, red gear coupons for Bunker Alpha, all very good. And level 4, don't get me wrong, significantly better. But the thing about level 4 is that it just takes so many more points to get there. 720 points to hit level 3, 1600 at level 4. If you're an avid fisherman, I suppose go for it, but I do like the fact that you also do get the extremely rare weapon mod blueprint chance over in the level 3 tier, and it literally costs half as much. So pretty much you can get 2 level 3 items for what it would take to get a level 4 item, and you get 2 more chances at it. But I mean, you know, it's freaking scars, steel bars, lieutenant cards, which you can cash in at the police station for even more guns, factory parts, drone mods, all very good as well. But essentially, here's how it goes. All that you gotta do is turn some stuff in. We just turned in some silver of those guys. Why don't we go and turn in some salmon over here? And y'all can see that we have just surpassed the 720 mark. So why don't we go ahead and actually begin the feeding cycle? And now we wait. So there is a little bit of a long wait associated with the cat tree, and I would not recommend doing this because, dude, this is kind of expensive. But for the sake of YouTube, for the sake of all you beautiful people out there, ka-chow! Why don't we go and do that? And y'all can see we just got our hands on 5 engine parts, literally just for turning in and trading some fish. Like, listen, man, I'm not gonna all of a sudden be grinding fish like no one's business, but I do think that this reward significantly increases the viability and just overall value of fishing, because I'm gonna be honest, I have not really done much fishing since fishing has been added. But actually unlocking essentially this glorified arms dealer that accepts fish as currency is freaking awesome, and it's a great way of, you know, exchanging and using some of your extra fish here. So I'm definitely very intrigued by it, and we are very close to maxing things out. Boom! Why don't we go ahead and max one of these out, feed that for the cat. And again, I would not do this. That's a lot of coins, but for you beautiful people out there, oh, it hurts me to do it, but I'll do it. And we get our hands on 5 factory parts. So again, essentially just a great way of being able to trade in some extra fish. If you have a huge fish stockpile, fantastic way of turning it into guns and other loot. Or if you've been waiting to fish or just kind of been putting off fishing, now there's a little bit more value to fish. However, this was a ridiculously hard item to get because, again, you had to end up on top of this tournament. And let me just say, I had a pretty good strategy here. Essentially, I did not enter into this tournament until there was like maybe 2-3 days left, but I was stockpiling batteries like nobody's business. So by the time that I entered into the tournament, I kid you not, I had 150 batteries, and those batteries are how you're able to enter into the co-op battles and then essentially grind for points. Also, we are rocking the outfit and backpack as well, in case you guys did not notice. Woohoo! Look at that. I actually like the backpack a lot. It just looks like a giant nuclear cell, kind of crazy. But also the outfit, very good. Honestly, this might be, oh, and I got a zombified arm. I actually just noticed that. Might be one of my favorite outfits that they've dropped in a while. But again, the cat tree kind of being the big kahuna here is what I wanted to focus on. And again, very difficult to do. This is something that, realistically speaking, not a lot of players were able to get, especially because this was a little little bit of a pay-to-win event. My kind of biggest gripe with this, actually very pay to win. But again, I do think we had a solid strategy for me and the crew, which actually, y'all, literally a bunch of you guys joined into my clan over on the stream. Twitch.tv/StarSnipe live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Link at the top of the description. Looking forward to seeing some of you ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls over there. But yeah, we literally were doing a bunch of the co-op battles live, and just, you know, I literally recruited from you guys, from the people, to create the clan with the intention that, hey, save your batteries. Last Friday before the event ends, we build a clan, we start a clan, we enter into the tournament, and then we just had a bit of an advantage because we had so many batteries stockpiled from the past couple of weeks, whereas other people probably entered into tournaments significantly earlier in the event, and as a result, we're just with much more competitive clans. So, bit of a big brain play on our part, but I mean, not everyone may have been as lucky, and we were still grinding the heck out of these, and you guys will be seeing some of those co-op battles shortly. But first, I want to focus on the rest of the rewards that we got our hands on, because we also managed to get enough points to go ahead and unlock a second weapon workbench. So now, yes, or not weapon workbench, weapon racks. So now we have 2 weapon racks over here and over here, as you guys can see. Very decorative way of being able to store a bunch of guns. So now our armory is looking significantly cooler than ever before, and hopefully we can continue doing that. And also, we ended up getting a bunch of Genesis points from the event, and as a result of that, we actually were able to cash in on some lockers over here to go ahead and store our equipment over in my locker room type area that I am working on. So cool stuff all around going on. Oh, and before I forget, these are also some of the decorations that we got as well. Obviously, the ice block, I will attack it here to go ahead and get some rewards from it. We covered some of the rewards you can get. I'm not going to keep doing that because eventually this will break, and I prefer just kind of the decorative aspect of it, having a giant ice rock over here in my office. Obviously, we also have these Christmas lights here. That was one of the items that was provided through the store in the winter thing. And then we also do have some of these ornaments. They don't really light up as much. I don't like them as much. I like the lights more because they're pretty. I like pretty lights. But we got those over there lining that wall. That's what they look like. That's how you can build them. You know, just a different flavor of lights. We already have lights across other parts of the base, as you can see over here, lining some of the courtyard. The end of the single player event was honestly pretty much the same as last year's. Like, all we ended up having to do was finish decorating a couple of trees, and then everyone just gathered by the central Christmas tree, then some fireworks went off and we got a bunch of points. Yeah, not much interesting stuff on the single player event since the last video dropped, but really the super interesting thing was all of that co-op action, which we are now going to go ahead and jump into shortly after just some critiques and ideas from me on how this event could have been handled, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy that I ended up getting the cat tree. I am so upset with how hard it was for people to get this, especially if you didn't go into this event with like a good strategy, like, you know, me and a couple of folks had, joining the tournaments late. Realistically speaking, you weren't gonna get this, you know, especially going up against pay-to-win players. And this is actually the first where I really gotta say, dude, it's pay to win, right? Like, just flat out, you were able to pay for more batteries, and those batteries got you more points, allowing you to win the tournament. Hopefully in the future, if they do these things, like, honestly, I wouldn't mind if the prizes were more limited to these things on the right, maybe in larger quantities, but these like unique decorations and outfits, I do wish there was like a guaranteed way that you could get them. Like, you know, maybe they did it like if your team got up to like 200,000 points or 400,000 points, 600,000, maybe 1,000,000. Like, maybe there were milestones you could reach to get some prizes, and then other prizes were more leaderboard based, you know? I think that'd be pretty cool, a little bit more fair, and it would also discourage doing exactly what I did by joining the tournament just at the end, because it actually would have been significantly more advantageous for me to join at the beginning if I cared more about the one-off rewards that you had to grind for, you know, assuming, let's say, you know, you get the cat tree at 1,000,000 points, right? Realistically speaking, that's the only thing I cared about in this tournament, and I would have been much more inclined to join the tournament earlier and grind towards it with these points. I'm also starving to death, but that's my point. You know, I do hope that they revisit this, rebalance this, and if they do decide to have unique one-off rewards like that, I do hope that they, you know, just decide to make it a little bit more accessible, and maybe the competitive aspect, you know, also gives you rewards, but not the unique one-off rewards, but I don't know. At least that's my idea. There is some slight good news, however. Boom! Cats are slowly taking over the survivors' home locations, and they will continue doing so in 2026, and then blah, 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 blah. They talk a little bit more about this. It was just like a little post on the Discord, I think on their like Twitter, all that other stuff. But essentially, it seems like the cat tree you will be able to get in the future. It seems like this may not be the only chance of getting the cat tree. It seems like they might open it up and have other ways of getting it throughout the year, which I would be very happy about because I really dislike that it is so rare. Like, obviously, I'm happy that I have it because it's very hard to get, but, you know, as a community, as a, you know, player that can relate with all of you guys, it is such a bummer that, like, nobody's gonna have this, and it's such a unique effect. Honestly, not even that overpowered. It's just essentially like a fish trader at your base. Like, come on. Give the people some fish trades. Is that so much to ask? But anyways, with that said and with that done, there's my spiel. There's the cat tree. Why don't we go ahead and go through some of the gameplay that ultimately actually got us the cat tree. Let's go and start our first little run here. I think I'm gonna be rocking, we got 4 people. Let's rock the heavy trooper. See what this thing's all about. We just need Drew Beasy. Beautiful. Drew Beasy's got a good fit. Everyone's got the common set. We are going to be doing the first of the missions, which is, of course, the easiest. It recommends 2+ people in the common set. We got 4 people, so math is on our side. I know a lot of math, so maybe this will be good, and we should get 5,000 of the tournament points and a bunch of lights out of it, plus like ammo and season experience too. So without further ado, my very first time doing this shelter object, my very first time in co-op. What happened? Oh, it's waiting. Okay, we're going in. I have absolutely, positively no idea what to expect except for potentially some of the videos and research I may have done before this. No idea what to expect whatsoever. Okay, this is gonna get crazy. This is gonna get wild. Maybe, oh, goodness. Okay, I already spawned in. Let's get some music here for the atmosphere so we get the true intensity of what's going on. So we got the 4 of us, obviously. We got 5 first aid kits. We got, oh, do not want to get caught in that. I got my shotgun rain. We got an acid zombie here who is a little bit annoying. And yeah, this is gonna be our inventory. Y'all can see I got the heavy shield and shotgun. I got all this stuff, and we are gonna be going into the next room. I do have a flashbang. Oh, I just flashbanged myself and got spit on. That was a bad idea. I did not do the flashbang right. Okay. Note to self, flashbang skill. You probably have to drag it like a grenade. Naturally, makes sense. You know, it being like a grenade and all. Okay, on to the next room. Here we got an ashy bloater. I mean, you know, let's get him a little bit of moisturizer in the form of these bullets. I think that ought to do the trick. Okay, we got like 5 people opening that door. That door never stood a chance. What do we got over here? Another ashy bloater. I am taking a little bit of radiation. Should be careful about that. Okay, let's go and actually, throw that. Woo. Okay, unfortunately everybody died before I threw, but I know how to aim it now, okay? I just gotta point it in the direction that it's gotta go. It seemed like we were picking up a little bit of radiation there, which was interesting. I'm not entirely sure. Oh goodness, okay, that was a lot of damage, but luckily we do have a medic class up here in the squad that was able to deploy that and like instantly heal us from all the damage that we would have otherwise just taken, so big dubs in the chat right there. That's what I'm talking about. And here we got a very big room, maybe a boss room of some sort. Okay, so there is a riot zombie. Boom. Let's flash the riot zombie, get his shield down. That's probably good because if he's like the riot zombie over in the police stations, that shield's gonna be up and it's gonna be trying to like block bullets and stuff. And we don't want that, all right? We want him to catch all these bullets straight in the face is the hope. Okay, and there are still more zombies running up on us. I'm gonna go in that circle, get my heals. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the medic class might arguably be like not the best, but I don't know, man. The fact that it provides you infinite heals so you don't have to worry about like your first aid kits and stuff, kind of goated potentially. It looks like that just restocked our durability and ammo, and it just brought our first aid kits back up to 5. But again, I don't know how important first aid kits are going to be if you have good med kits. I don't know. Holy guacamole, that's a lot of radiation. Let's go and flash those guys, stun them, and then apply some moisturizer to the ashiest bloaters I've ever seen in my life. Okay. And again, it just seems like we are clearing this out room by room. A little bit of intense music. Here we got a riot zombie. Okay, he is blocking our bullets at the moment, But it looks like, okay, so whoever's kiting him, whoever's attention he's drawn to, that's actually a really cool small detail. His shield actually works the right way. So it's only if you are, like, if the shield is pointing towards you, will he be able to actually do some blocks. Otherwise, it's gonna be directional. Unlike in single player. In single player, if his shield's up, you can't hit him, doesn't matter, you know? Whereas now, like, it actually works properly in co-op. Very small detail, but very cool to see that that's actually working as expected. All right, let's wait for this thing to open. Holy heck, that's a lot that we got from the acid zombies here. Now, the damage that I do really doesn't seem that high, but like the point of this class, from what I could tell, is again just like being a tank. So, you know, even the shotgun, I was only doing like 12 damage each to some of those, and it's a little bit slower to do the damage. But I think I also just take like less damage due to the nature of what I had going on. But okay, on to the next one here. And what do we got? Oh, the miner. We actually got a boss. We got a boss. Boom, let's stun him. Get stunned, miner. Also, yeah, my stun grenade, very good because it can literally stop them from whatever animation they're in the middle of. And I think that was about to be a very powerful area of effect animation. And wow, we just positively raffle stomped that. Was that miner the last boss? Perhaps? No, I see more rooms. Oh wait, no, is that the final room? I see like an elevator looking type thing. Did we just absolutely clear the heck out of this in nothing but common gear? Victory! Can we get some dubs in the chat, baby? Woo! Let's go and get some rewards. Some clan points, get our way a little bit closer to, you know, enabling the leaderboard. And let's see what we could do. Let's see what we can do. Beautiful. So those are the rewards that we individually got, but as a clan, if we do look here, we're now at 7,000 as a clan. Love to see that. We're on to the next one here. All right, I'm gonna try and give the common medic set a go because it seemed like the medics were freaking cooking. Although the flashbang of the heavy troopers set was pretty nice. I still want to give the sniper a go, but let's go and give every, you know, common class here. Okay, we've got like 3 medics and okay. Someone actually just changed, Drabezi just changed to that. So I guess that maybe this is the meta, like 2 medics, 1 sniper, and 1 of these. Why don't we select the mission though, and let's go on to the Atlas Power Unit, which supposedly, from what my chat has been telling me in the stream, might kind of sort of be the meta. Doing this with 4 people, everyone in a common set, that might be the move. That might just be the move. Because you get the most bang for your buck with the quantum batteries that everyone is investing. So like, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we can do here, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll try to have a grand old time. Oh, I gotta turn the freaking intense music back on. Hopefully I don't get shot while I'm turning that music on. Beautiful. It's nice and intense. We got a new level. I got a gun. Whatchamacallit. Apparently there's a trick too. Move your medkits to the slot over. The first time you resupply them at a resupply point, you will actually get them resupplied. Oh, we got the freaking riot zombie here. Ain't that a little bit annoying? Well, whatever the tank is just has to get him turned around, and we should be able to mow him down from behind. Okay, he's now aggroed onto me, but okay, yeah. Riot zombies seem easy peasy to take care of. Drabezi, I say we probably want to, you know, probably drop a little med kit up in here. Oh goodness. Ashy Bloater's doing his thing. Drabezi, get in here. Wait, Drabezi's dying. Drabezi's dying. Okay, Drabezi's alive. We saved him. We saved him. I dropped the necessary medical supplies, although now it appears like I am suffering from a lot of radiation. I'm not entirely sure why. But, oh, we gotta watch for gas after we open doors. Was I supposed to wait for the gas to clear out of this room? That may have been what I was supposed to do, but I just came into here head first. Why don't we heal the people? Because we don't want that. I'm gonna wait. Okay, are we good? We're good to walk. Okay, we're good to walk in. That sketched me out, dude. I don't know if you guys are looking at the top left-hand corner of the screen, but that was. We were taking a lot of maximum health damage. Our health was going down too, but the fact that our maximum health was going down is the scary part, because that means you can't heal past it. All right, next doorway opening on up. What do we have in here? We got the Crusher. Okay, our first boss of the 2nd level that we got to worry about, and he be crushing. Oh, he'd be crushing, and my ammo be going down. Oh, Drew Beezy, we gotta, oh goodness, okay. Dropping meds for the people. It seems like the strategy is kind of that, like, the two medics essentially kind of like switch off who's dropping the medical supplies so that while one's is cooling down, you can be using the other essentially. That seems to me like the strat, especially if you're running the two medics build and everyone else kind of is just fulfilling their other roles. Okay, here's the trick. You have the medical supplies in your secondary pocket, boom, and they fill up your other pocket when you do it. Nifty little trick there. Anyways, we got our weapon durability back. We got military zombies and stuff. We got people getting flashbanged. You do not want to be in the radius of the miner, and when he's dropping that, even after like the radius or like the red disappears, it's still like active. You got to be very careful. Oh goodness gracious. Oh goodness gracious. The people are taking some damage, but the miner's dead. Nice. We were able to get through that. And again, this is just with common gear. We're not even using the upgraded sets. Although when I do the third level, I gotta imagine that that might happen. I might drop a little medical supplies here for the people. It's on a cooldown anyway. Like, as long as they don't take too long, it's gonna be fine. And apparently there's also, what my chat has just informed me of, another trick. If you put your gun in like your secondary slot or something, you can get another gun to spawn in as well when you do refill. So maybe I'll give that another go next time we go to a, let's get the heck out of that. Okay, it appears like we are suffering from radiation. I'm not entirely sure why, but let's drop a little bit of heals here for the people. Okay, we did not alternate those. That might be a bit of a boo-boo, but I'm sure we'll be able to make do. Okay, we got another one of those attacks coming in. Just keep our distance from that. Wait till the dust settles, and then we can get back to it. Our skill has almost regenerated, which is the good news. The miner, we're able to do good damage to, and voila, easy peasy. That's another dub for the people. Another win for the good guys. So the fact we faced multiple miners makes you think there's gonna be like an even harder ultimate boss, because that was not as difficult as all these other ones. And so far, so good. Having numbers, very encouraging. You do way more damage. You know, you're able to heal. You're able to swap off between medics, kind of like how we are doing here. I'm going to drop mine because that one's about to break. Keep the people nice and alive. The flashbang's doing a lot of work here, keeping the people nice and healed. These acid melters, though, low-key kind of tanky. You got to be careful. But we should be able to... No, don't get me, dude. We should be able to do the job there. And you got to watch out. Oh, yeah. Wait, let's get some heals. Get some heals, Drew Beezy. Get some heals! Before we go on to the next room. And all right, my gun is about to break, but luckily we do have this here. So here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna put that away. Is that going to spawn into, whatchamacall? Is that going to spawn into here? And voila, we are all good. Okay, just kidding. I mean, it's the same gun. It just seemed to regenerate. And let's open up this next door. I think this is the final checkpoint before like the final set of rooms, at least. Oh no. What the heck just happened? I guess I just ran into that room a little too fast. I hope that my clanmates are able to do okay. However, I got rewards out of that for some reason, oddly enough. I don't know why I got rewards out of that. Interesting. This is the room where I died from a bunch of people. Well, oh, was it not this room? I could have swore it was this room. Okay. Maybe not. Are the rooms slightly randomized than the zombies that spawned in? Because I remember literally getting spat on by like 5 zombies as soon as I walked in here, but this time it's just a couple of riot zombies. Pretty chill, all things considered. So I guess there is a random component to it. And down he goes. All right, this might be a good one to do some AoE on. It looks like, boop, there we go. It could have been better. I only got a couple of them in it, but hey, I'll take what I got. I think I gotta say, I like the flashbang more. I think my order, either flashbang or the medkit's gotta be my favorite. The sniper, maybe I'm just not doing it justice, but I don't know. Okay, so we are gonna be walking into this room, full health. We gotta take that ashy bloater down because we are definitely suffering from it. Okay, that's good to know that they literally cause like the pollution and the gas in a room. Oh, do not want to get caught in that. Hopefully our medkit will be respawning soon. And down he goes. I imagine we gotta have like a couple of rooms left at this point. We gotta be close. Although my weapon is very close to breaking. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not. What the heck was that? That was so bogus. That was the most bogus combination I've ever seen. What? All right, what do we got here? Miner? Oh, let me stun you. Let me stun you there. We needed that. We needed that. This was another bad combo between the acid melter and this guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dude. Oh, my goodness. This combo actually sucks. Fighting these two guys at the same time, especially if the miner drops his ult, kind of sucks. Oh, no, 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 no. Stun, stun, stun. Oh, my stun grenade. How beautifully timed. Woo! Dude, if I didn't notice that stun grenade was about to come back with my durability, we were cooked. And we still got another room. Are there zombies in this one, or is this like the victory room? It's the victory room! Of course we died on the last room that one time. There we go. There we go. Nice. Dubs in the chat. Level 2 completed. Now we're on to level 3, and we are going to use some better freaking armors here. I think that's the goal. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And with that as well, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it onto a clan leaderboard. A leaderboard, might I add, that seems very doable for us to climb. A leaderboard. Chat. We did not join an endgame leaderboard. We joined a leaderboard where we're already the second best. If everybody in this clan grinds their butts off and we deploy all those batteries we've stockpiled, we have a legitimate chance of ending up with the cat trees, ladies and gentlemen. That is, it's real. We got a real shot. Now, we should be able to do, we got 4 elites. We're gonna be doing all the elite stuff. Let's see what the third and final level is going to be all about. That should grant us 13,000 experience should we succeed, but it's the most expensive. Or it's not the most expensive, it's just the riskiest, but it's also gonna be expensive this time because we dropped 6 quantum batteries for the upgraded armor and equipment and stuff. I wonder, do we spawn with more medkits too? I wonder. Or are we gonna be spawning in with the same amount of medkits here as well? Yes, no, maybe so. No, still 5 medkits. All right. Once everybody's all moving around and good to go. All right. Let's see what we could do here, baby. Woo! Hopefully, this goes well. I really hope it does. Okay, nothing too crazy here. Oh my goodness, what the heck? What is that? Was that like a mini miner boss? His name was Drill? Oh goodness. Oh goodness me. That was quite an interesting predicament. Okay, we got a couple of spitters. Luckily this time we actually have the room to maneuver them a little bit. Let's not get caught in that. Let's do a little bit of stunning. Always good to keep them stunned so they are not spreading their acid on the battleground floors. Although I am still taking damage from something. I have no idea from what. Was I just stepping in like invisible acid on the ground? Probably. Probably, if I had to guess. Let's not get sniped by that acid zombie. Let's actually completely obliterate him. Oh, baby. Yeah, the extra damage on the weapons is undoubtedly nice. Okay, explosive zombies start being a thing in this level. Luckily, those you can just avoid. And they'll explode. Just can't do what they just did and stay in their blast radius. Just gotta run away once they start going boom. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And let's take these riot zombies down here. Okay, he's aggroed on me. Ah, he's dead in front of my eyes. Even better. Okay, next door. Let's be sure to utilize our trick. I'd rather take med kits over weapon durability because, like, I feel like the weapon durability on this thing drops so slow. Like, I'm not even worried. Okay, I don't need to worry about getting swamped by spitters here because it looks like we actually have room to breathe. Always nice. There is a spitter all the way in the back there, but, like, not a big deal. Let's stun him. Anytime there's, like, a group of zombies, I like just dropping that thing right at my feet like a chicken laying an egg. You know what I mean? Although, I do wish I had it regenerated for this room. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a... Okay, actually, not that tough of a room. I thought... Okay, there we go. It could have been if those acid zombies were at the front of the room, freaking boxing us in, but no. Oh, baby, dude. We are doing this well. Let me tell you. Yeah, having the better armor definitely helps a lot. Oh, baby. Let's stun you guys there. Yeah, those guys are literally just like mini miners. They die super fast, but they do their thing, and it's kind of dangerous. A little bit dangerous. Okay, here we have an actual ashy bloater. Gotta be careful about him. I'm not too careful. That was kind of a pushover room. This room might be a bit of a boss room. Looks to be a little bit bigger. I guess I'll start opening it there. And we just got a crusher. Miner there. We'll stun him. Don't want him mining on our friends. Not very nice to do that. We're kind of breezing through this last level. Like, I do think someone in the chat's saying you can do it with just the rare set, like the uncommon intermediate set that only costs 2 per. I'm kind of inclined to agree. It really does feel like we'd be fine with maybe rare armor, although I feel like I'm gonna eat my words very, very shortly here in this next room. I'm just waiting for, I was waiting for Candyman's to show he was ready. Okay, explosive zombie there. Gotta be careful for that. There we go. Stun the explosive zombie, buy us a little bit of time. That's kind of nice. These guys, yeah, the explosive zombies, just bait them. Someone just run into him and then run away from him. Or just shoot him. I guess that works too. Get our last second heals in. I gotta say, man, the extra armor is very nice. Do not want to get caught in that. Let's flash that because I feel like we were starting to take a little bit of damage there, a little bit more than I was liking to see from my squad. We're looking all right. Yeah, being able to flash the explosive zombies, just the flashbang seems like the make or break ability. It is very nice being able to heal in the background, and that could like save you like longer term. But man, being able to stun grenade to like cancel someone's ability, if it's like a deadly ability like the miner, or oh goodness, one of the drillers! You know, nifty. It's very nifty. There we go. Well-placed stun grenades. I still prefer dropping them at my feet because it's a lot harder to miss and you just have to be sure that you're next to someone when you do it. But if you learn how to aim it, it actually is very good from a distance as well. And we just beat the last level. That's actually crazy. The second level was way more difficult with a common set than the last level with an enhanced set. Let's go, baby. Woo! The task is completed. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Give me all of that freaking trophies and lights. Woo! That's what I love to see. How we doing on the leaderboard? We are back on top. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. So we're gonna run the medic elite set this time. We should see way higher DPS on it. Again, way better armor, way better protection against radiation, blah, 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 blah. Let's see just how well this is gonna be able to melt through some peeps. And we're gonna be scaling down to the second level. It really does feel to me like the second level is gonna be the move and you just wanna rock it. I'm using the elite set just because I want to show it off for you guys. But I think ideally, you could, if you have 4 people, run this level. With 4 people, 4 common sets, I think that's the best bang for your buck. I think that is the best bang for your buck that you can really get. So we're gonna see, all right? But this run ain't about bang for your buck, all right? I want some bucks, or I want some bang. All right, but I don't care how many bucks I gotta use. You know what I mean? And without further ado, let's see what room number 1 has got in store. And so far, it does seem like the medic does have the best DPS. It does seem like the sniper, his ability, or his weapon in general, when he does hit, is able to like slightly stun people for a second, is what someone was saying. And again, his ability does have a little bit of like AoE associated with it as well, which is kind of cool. Why don't we drop a little med kit there, heal the people, and we gotta take down this ashy bloater before bad things happen. For some reason, I can't see Justin's health, which kind of sketches me, because as a medic, I'd like to know how much health my teammates have, but that's okay. I suppose we will have to make do. Also, I feel like the go-to strategy, anytime you enter a room, just stay on the move until you know for sure if there's an acid zombie in there, because there's literally nothing worse than that death earlier in the video where I was just cornered by an acid zombie and died. That was not very fun. That may have been the least amount of fun I've had in this otherwise very fun game mode. Let's drop a little bit of heals for the people. Seems like some people need some heals. Let's give the people some heals. And I will probably, as a medic, be doing the trick for a second gun. You just want to swap that thing over to your second slot, and boom, we get gun number 2. I'll try to burn through the rest of gun number 1. And there might be, okay. We're all right. No acid zombies, again. That literally might be the only situation we've died to, I think, just getting spit on by a ton of those. Or did I get like trapped with an explosive zombie one time? I don't remember. There have been some bad situations, but like honestly, I vividly remember the acid zombies. Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Come get your heals here. Come one, come all. I got heals for you. There you go. Step on in, step right up. Let's get over to the next room. And what's going on in here? We got a miner, okay, and an ashy bloater. At least it wasn't the other deadly combo. I will be dropping some heals for the people here. There we go. Just to make sure they're all right. They didn't need it, they didn't even need them. I'm running with a bunch of professionals here. Don't even need heals, the psychos, I love it. I love it. And then this room, okay. I think every time this room is like a double acid melter room. That's really what it feels like. Okay, this acid melter is about to spit. Let's just not get caught in that. Take him down. Oh goodness me. Okay, I was starting to take a little bit of damage there. Oh no, someone died! Someone died, we're down! We're down a man, no! Now, apparently, which I was a little bit too late to the party to get to there, you are able to loot your dead comrades. I believe, whatchamacallit, Mikamau was able to do that, but we did just lose someone, so we are down to 3. Not great. But the good news is, okay, if we're down a person, I might take the extra, oh, I should have took the extra damage, because we're gonna have to dish out a lot more damage. But also, I only had to use half a durability each leading up to this. Anyways, so for this room, this has been the double acid melter room for me before. I'm gonna be ready to just like run in there. Let's confirm it's not the, okay, it's not the double acid melter room. We're good. Riot zombies are actually like surprisingly chill guys. We just gotta DPS them from behind, whichever way they're not looking. Especially because we do a lot of DPS with this gun, given the fact that I mean, hey, we picked a great run to bring out the elite set, given the fact that one of us did unfortunately die due to what I am reading here in the chat as heal lag. I think they experienced a little bit of healing lag, but what do we got here? What do we got here? Normal zombies, ashy bloater. This is actually a pretty easy room. Really not too bad. I am worried about this weapon durability though, man. I think we got 1 or 2 rooms left here. The weapon durability is really what scares me. We should be able to just kind of, let's focus fire this crusher. Like, we got our heals, we'll be fine. Okay. I want to say we got like 1 or 2 rooms left at this point. It usually feels like there's like 4 or 5 rooms in between each like run. Okay, let's get the heck out of there. Yeah, this is that stupid. Oh no. Okay, I'm dropping some heals. That may have been a little bit panicky, but okay. Yeah, this is the room. I hate this room. I actually genuinely despise this boss because that wombo combo of the acid melter miner. Dude, if they get you into a corner, there's like literally nothing you can do, but let's go! We came through. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Victory is ours. We'll take some more points for the leaderboard. And I'll take some more lights and stuff to turn in as well. Wow, that was close though. I will say, I hate that last room. That might be my least favorite room throughout everything that we have done thus far. Least favorite room. But the good news, we be climbing, baby. We be climbing. Oh, yes. Love to see it. This time, we're running the Sniper Elite set, the 3rd and final Elite set. 120 damage instead of the, what does this one do? 40. Oh my God, it triples. The other ones felt like they doubled. And of course, the higher armor as well. Although, the weakest armor out of all of them, so you really do have to be careful as a sniper and kind of stay back. But as an elite sniper, this ought to be interesting. I guess we got an enhanced set. I mean, all right, if you want to run an enhanced set, sure, let's do it. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? That's so interesting though, that this weapon scales so much better than the other ones. Boop, there we go. I just hit a bunch of people with that shot. That was fire. Dude, this thing does so much damage and it does it from a distance. And especially being able to line it up with that AoE, it's nice. You just gotta save it for like the right groups of zombies. That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, 120 damage is actually kind of crazy. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Oh, let me get some last second heals there. What do we got here? Rise zombie. Oh, put that shield down, Buster. Come on. Rude. For the sniper class, I feel like the move is definitely going to be stockpiling more guns once we get to our first restock, because it feels like this one goes kind of fast. What do we have here? A crusher. There we go. Let's line up that shot. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There's gonna be more zombies that spawn here. This is like a little boss room. I forgot. Again, so much damage on this thing. All right, let's do our little trick here. Again, if I left it like this, I'd get an extra med kit. Like this, I'm gonna get an extra gun. I like extra gun. Especially when it does this much damage. All right. This next room, this shouldn't be the double acid melter room, I don't think, right? Unless I'm mistaken. A couple of military zombies, nothing too bad. Crusher, which is not the most menacing boss when he's not surrounded by other lackeys. Like really, no single enemy is difficult in these rooms. I feel like the difficulty comes in the combinations of enemies you encounter at times. Like, at least to me, that's what it seems like. Now, I'm gonna try to line that up. I hope I hit a couple there. It's a little bit hard to see because like the range on this thing's so far. But I feel like I always end up using that freaking shot like one room too early, because I feel like every time we get into like the very next room is when we like actually need it. Oh baby, that was almost bad. That was almost bad. Let's line that shot up. Okay, I think we just did a little bit of damage there. We did some stunning. Because I do believe this does also stun whatever enemy it's attacking, right? Isn't that like the ability? Fires a shot, yeah, and briefly stuns all enemies in the area. That's why we saw some of those guys get stunned. Unless this guy also dropped his flashbang. I guess the flashbang does also do that. It's a little 2-for-1 there. Okay, I know for a fact they're gonna summon some extra zombies here. So we should be able to see that in action. We just want them to kind of line up. Boop. There we go. A little double whammy there. I like just like naturally lining up the shot instead of trying to aim it. Personally, it feels like aiming it just leaves a lot up to chance, and you gotta be like very accurate with it. If you feel comfortable with it, go ahead. But I feel like the move is kind of just lining it up. I don't know. Man. I kind of want to take the extra gun. over like a couple extra medkits, but that seems like a lot of gun and not a lot of medkits. Okay, wait, we gotta get out of that room. Oh, Supernova just took a lot of damage there. Be careful, my dog. Be careful, my dog. Okay, we should be fine here. Again, we're gonna be coming up on the one room we're actually worried about. Well, okay, this room, when it has 2 acid melters, I'm worried about. But the room with the boop, line up that shot, 3 stunned enemies, check it out. Okay, I do like, maybe I do like this ability more than the SWAT armor ability. Because it does damage and it stuns everyone in the whole line. I'm kind of just waiting for my ability to regenerate here. What's gonna be in this room again? Is this like gonna be a menacing room? No, not too menacing. This one's gonna be all right. Let's line it up. I think I naturally lined it up. So honestly, what I did there, I didn't even see those zombies down there, but I saw where my guy was, and I saw where the red dots were on the screen. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's dangerous. That's risky right there. Oh, no. No. Let's start healing a little bit there. Oh, no, someone died. Someone died. We may have rushed into that room a little bit early, but that's okay. We'll make do. Dang, right at the end. But that's what you can do. You can take their stuff once they die. So they didn't die for nothing, but dang. That's the second time Justin died. This time, literally, the door before we got to the end. Poor Justin, man. But let's go. Another dub, this time using the enhanced sniper set. And wow, dude, that thing in an enhanced form, kind of crazy. Because the damage plus the stun, that's very, very powerful stuff. But there we got some of our rewards. You love to see it. So I think I've got the most optimal way of doing this pretty much down, okay? Doing the second level, if you have 4 people, is the move. If you only have 2 people, actually you should do the first level, the shelter object, because you can do it 2 people with regular armor supposedly. But this one with 4 people, kind of the easiest and also the best bang for your buck if you ask me. Class-wise, I think 2 medics, a sniper, and a tank, kind of like the perfect move, because it's just, it balances out so well. Everyone only has to use 2 batteries. It balances very well. If it, you know, the 2 medics are able to heal each other, if it goes down to just them, or, you know, you're able, if a medic goes down, there's still a medic. Like, having the redundancy with the medics kind of seems like the move. It kind of seems like the class you want to dupe if you have these guys, and then you have a one of everything. And then I also think there is a way, an optimal way of kind of organizing your swaps that I'll go over here in a little bit. But for now, we're gonna go into the first room and, you know, just clear these as per usual. Nothing fancy, right? Boy bugs, 2 snipers, 1 med and 1 tank is butter. I agree. Yeah, it's just so good being able to have 2 people who are able to heal. You have the tank for the distractions. You still have the DPS, which is very good. You know, you have 2 classes that can stun. You know, the sniper does a quick stun. The tank does a bit more of a elongated stun. You know, tank obviously very tanky, blah, 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 blah. And then I also think I got the strategy down for once we get past this next room here, where we just got to fight a quick little, you know, boss room. I say boss room because extra zombies spawn as you do it. Let's make sure that we drop some heals for the people because they need them, because that's our job. We want to be dropping that so people save their medkits, because honestly, medkits are kind of your fail-safe. You really should be looking for a medic first and foremost and not using your medkits. The medkits are more like what you should use when your teammates die. So here's what I'm gonna say. First thing you're gonna wanna do, when you get to the first room of this level, you're gonna do that. Boom, what does that do? That gets you a bunch of extra medkits and regenerates your gun to full durability. Whenever you click this, your gun always goes to full durability. Now, there is a way that you could get some spare ammo and actually get like an extra gun, but that involves not getting the extra medkits. So here's the thing, getting the extra medkits early, kind of an investment. So I think you wanna opt for, you know, setting up your quick slots in a way where you get extra medkits first, to optimize for like an emergency, because the emergency is someone dies or like 2 people die and you end up having to like trudge through to the point where like you have to actually start using medkits, which is why like I think, you know, if you have 2 medics, that should be plenty of healing, and really the medkits should be more for like emergencies. And that emergency, of course, the big one being people die early, so you have less people to fight like the big bosses, because honestly, like the boss rooms, you know, especially once you get to the end and you're so close to winning, but you lost, but you know, you've lost a teammate, or even worst case, 2 teammates, like being able to have those extra medkits can come up clutch, because honestly, the situations where you lose a teammate running this with 4 people is typically where people start running out of medkits, you know? That's kind of that situation. Oh, here we got the miner room that we gotta worry about. So yeah, like when you see a medic here, like, and they just drop their medkit, right around the time their medkit dies, just essentially use yours. And it should time it decently well, where there should, like, for the most part, someone should always be able to have a medkit down. More or less, it's not an exact science, it's more of a guesstimate. But if you guys noticed, like when I used my medic and it disappeared, or my med kit and it disappeared, the skill was about halfway to being regenerated. Little bit more than halfway. So again, there's like a little bit of downtime, but for the most part, kind of worked out well. There we go, let's drop our med kits here for the people. And right there, that wasn't ideal by the other medic, just dropping his around the same time that mine dropped. Also, yeah, so many zombies here. This room in particular, big for those area of effect attacks. You know, the, oh, someone is about to die. Nostron, no, we lost him. So yeah, man down. We did just lose our DPS, unfortunately, which is not great. We can. We got a little bit of armor and stuff. I don't really know if it's worth picking this up, but that's tough. That's tough. And that, I think part of that was the fact that we didn't, you know, alternate those well. But here's the thing. Now we're gonna want a little bit of spare ammo, because we just lost someone, which means we just lost a lot of DPS. So we just did that trick by the way that we structured our quick inventory there, where we got a little bit of spare gun ammo. Now, this is gonna be tough, because we did lose, I mean, that was a sniper, so we just lost a bunch of DPS. That's like the worst thing you could really lose. I mean, the medics do still do a lot of damage, so hopefully we are able to still hold our own, but yeah, not great there. But, yeah, again, the fact that the first checkpoint, we got the extra first aid kits now, is gonna pay huge dividends, because we still have extra medkits from the first checkpoint, but we were able to get a little bit of extra weapon durability from this second checkpoint. Unfortunately, it wasn't a lot because our gun was almost broken, but every little bit helps, because we're already at 3/4 durability, and we still got, I think, what, like 3 rooms that we gotta get through. So, I mean, worst case, and this is a really bad case, we gotta start punching people. I don't want us to have to start punching people. That would be not good. Not very good at all. All right, let's hold off here. Make sure everyone got their skills back. That's another thing too. You don't want to be rushing through these doors. And okay, yeah, so Justin just dropped his heals there. So we might want to wait a little extra second for, you know, okay, just kidding. The door has opened. I mean, we'll be okay. This isn't as difficult of a room as the next one's gonna be. The actual boss room where all the zombies spawn and everything. But it is gonna be a good idea to wait a little bit in between rooms so that skills have the opportunity to recharge. Although, we're in a predicament here because, oh, someone just lost his freaking armor. Oh yeah, this is a very bad predicament. Butt naked for the final level. This might be an L. I don't know if I got enough weapon durability to get through this. Yeah, we might be slightly cooked. Slightly cooked. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I'm dropping a little med kit here for the people. Maybe this will let us survive his attacks. Okay, I mean, we're doing okay. Okay, just kidding. I'm not punching people. We're cooked, chat. We're cooked. We're cooked. I just don't have enough gun to make it through here. So maybe it would have actually been a better idea to get the extra ammo from the first one because we're both punching now, man. It's, yeesh. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it was apparent through all of that gameplay, but I actually ended up, by the end of it, loving the sniper class the most. I think a little bit earlier in some of that gameplay I was complaining about it, but once you kind of learned how to use it, dude, the DPS on the sniper actually kind of crazy, and it's scaled very well once you got up in quality of the class too. I think the sniper goes from like 40 damage to 80 to 120 area of effect, slight stun. Like once you get the hang of it, actually, I think it was very powerful, and honestly, you could even run some missions with just a sniper and a medic. The SWAT class was pretty cool, but honestly, not as necessary. I do think the medics and the snipers were the most important. The SWAT was more of a nice to have, but I'm always a sucker for shotgun rain, and you got a riot shield too, so it was pretty cool, so I digress. Let's start wrapping up for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. The cat's laying right by me. Oh wait, I can pet it. I can interact with the cat. Oh, I'm petting the cat. Oh, it's adorable. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.